How much do you really know about Noah and the Great Flood? Tap that like button and hit subscribe before we begin. Who built the ark? Moses or Noah? What did God tell Noah to build? An ark or a spaceship? How many sons did Noah have? 7 or 3? What was the purpose of the ark? To throw a party or to save life from the flood? How long did it rain during the flood? 40 days and 40 nights or 100 days? What did Noah use to seal the ark? Pitch or super glue? How many people were on the ark? 20 or 8? Who shut the door of the ark? Noah or God? How many of each clean animal did Noah take? 7 pairs or just 1? How many of each unclean animal did Noah take? 5 pairs or 1 pair? What type of bird did Noah first send out? A parrot or a raven? What type of bird brought back a leaf? A dove or a flamingo? What leaf did the dove bring back? Banana leaf or olive leaf? Why did God send the flood? Because of human wickedness or to fill swimming pools? Who found favor in the eyes of the Lord? Noah or Pharaoh? What kind of wood was the ark made from? Bamboo or gopher wood? What did Noah do when he left the ark? Went on vacation or built an altar? What was the sign of God's promise never to flood the earth again? A rainbow or a lightning bolt? What was the covenant God made after the flood? Never to destroy the earth with a flood again, or free chocolate for everyone. Where did the ark come to rest? Mount Ararat or Mount Everest? How long was Noah in the ark? 3 weeks or over a year? Who were Noah's sons? Larry, Mo, and Curly, or Shem, Ham, and Japheth? What was the earth filled with before the flood? Cotton candy or violence? Who warned Noah about the flood? The weatherman or God? What shape was the ark? A giant circle or a long rectangle? What did the flood cover? Just the city streets or all the mountains? What did Noah do inside the ark? Cared for animals or watched movies? How did Noah know the ground was dry? The dove returned with an olive leaf, or he tasted the soil. What happened to all living things outside the ark? They perished, or they flew to the moon. How did Noah show faith? Ignored the warning, or obeyed God and built the ark? Why did Noah build the ark on dry land? Because God told him to, or because he couldn't find a harbor? How did Noah gather the animals? God brought them to him, or he caught them with nets? What was the first thing Noah did after the flood? Built an altar to God, or held a victory parade? What did Noah offer on the altar? Fruit smoothies, or clean animals? What was God's response to Noah's offering? Asked for more, or was pleased? What lesson can we learn from Noah? How to build a boat, or obedience and faith? What did Noah do for a living? Farmer and vine grower, or astronaut? How did Noah's neighbors react to the ark? Mocked him, or helped him? What kind of water covered the earth? Sparkling water, or rain and underground water? How many decks did the ark have? 10 or 3? How did the animals behave in the ark? Peacefully, or they fought constantly? Why was Noah righteous? He walked faithfully with God, or he had superpowers? What happened to Noah after the flood? He moved to Mars, or he lived many more years? Who gave the command to build the ark? The king or God? What was Noah's response to God's covenant? Thankfulness or confusion? How did God bless Noah after the flood? He told him to be fruitful and multiply, or gave him a crown. What does the story of Noah teach us? How to be famous, or God's judgment and mercy? If you watched all the way through, leave a comment saying, "I trust the promise," and don't forget to like the video. See you next time.